I've done a piece, or I've done a link to Stuart Fullington, who's done a piece on why he doesn't review Chinese bikes. It's well worth a read. It's something I've been saying for ages about the Chinese. You might not particularly worry. You might be that, got great specification, great equipment, etc. But think what that bike's going to be worth in 2 to 4 years' time, if anything. Also, it's what the spare situation is going to be like. Because they're changing models so quickly that you might buy let's say you buy a 2026 model, in 18 months time there could have been 2 or 3 model upgrade, so your model is not going to be the latest version and have a parts supply that you were hoping for, and you'll get left a bit in the lurch, and then you'll find, of course, the prices will come down as people realise that you can't get the same backup as you could from a well-known Japanese manufacturer or a British manufacturer, if you can find one. Unfortunately, that is the state of the industry, much like cars. I've mentioned cars, and that will give you an idea of what can possibly happen to the bike industry as well. The car industry has been devastated by the Chinese influx of vehicles right across the whole of the world, and it's no accident, to say the least. It's a design to have such an impact, and that impact being such that literally they are dumping, and I do mean dumping, cars onto the market. They make so many, they have warehouses and fields full of these vehicles that they're shipping over as cheap as possible. One thing you might not be aware of is that there is billions, and I mean billions, of lawsuits against China on a lot of these vehicles, mainly the batteries. I'm not going to name names, but you can do your own research. It's quite easy to find out. It's there in the public domain, what's happening. And I'm telling you this because, well, basically, some of you know I'm a bit of an old fart. I left London City College in the late 60s as an electrical engineer. I've been an electrical engineer all my life, and I've followed the development of electric vehicles with interest, because that was one of the things that I was partly involved in long time ago, I must say. But I followed it with interest, and what has happened in the industry is mind-blowing, to say the least. And the effect of this is that we produce less vehicles now than we did 70 years ago. Yes, you heard that right, 70 years ago. That's how bad things are for our motor industry. And of course, what happens in the motor industry, it also follows on into the bike industry as well. It happened with the early in the 1960s with the Japanese, but of course the Japanese were trying to make a profit and were trading fairly normally, whereas the Chinese is a different thing altogether. And I don't particularly want to see us ending up as a communist satellite, which is the way things are going. But I won't say any more of that because we don't want to get onto politics and it gets a bit too iffy. But that's the way I can see the bike industry going in this country. So I think it's worth thinking on. As I say, they make good bikes now, good quality, good value for money, but they're changing the model so quickly. I don't think you'll be able to keep up with it. It will be that the spares for your bike will be out of date so quickly, and that will have knock-on effects. So all I say is think on. Okay, hope you didn't mind that moan. Sorry about that. I do apologise. I'm going a bit into one. As I say, I do apologise. You may or may not like to give a thumbs up on this, but I hope to see you on the next one anyway. Cheers for now. Bye.